A very good morning, all of you. So, as told to all of you that I will be coming on YouTube Live to talk about the power of visualization. Now, there are a lot of gray areas about visualization. A lot of mistakes have been discussed about the power of visualization. But today, I will be giving you some scientific ways about how you should visualize and not at all the mystic ways. So before we go ahead with this, you need to first understand what is visualization. And to understand visualization, let me tell you a story. So there was this young fruit seller who was actually very poor once upon a time. And therefore he started selling fruits. He did not study much. So he just passed his school and then he moved into selling fruits. The best part of him was he was extremely ambitious and he knew what he wanted to do in the future. So this fruit seller who was actually selling fruits, it was a June afternoon when he was actually pushing his fruit cart and he was moving around the villages to sell his fruits. And around the afternoon, around 12 noon in the afternoon, he was actually very exhausted and he felt tired because the sun was just on top of the head and it was extremely hot in the summer. So he was actually looking for a huge tree under which he could go and take rest. So he went to a tree, he found a huge banyan tree and he went there and he started, sitting under it and thinking about what could have been done. Now, while thinking about this, he started feeling very drowsy and he went off to sleep. So the moment he went off to sleep, he started dreaming. He started dreaming that he was very hungry and he wanted some food. And the moment he wanted some food, there was some delicious food which were there in front of him. Somewhere from something, the food has come. So he was actually very happy and he went up eating those food. All the world food across the world, the burgers, the pizzas, all the exotic foods across the world, the seafood, the vegetable food, the organic food, the exotic foods, everything was there in front of him and he started having those food. After having the food, his stomach was full. Now he wanted to have the drinks. So he started thinking of having some good drink. And the moment he started thinking of that, there were all sorts of beautiful flavored drinks appeared in front of him. And he was extremely happy with those. He started drinking one by one. And after having the food and after having the drinks, he was actually now feeling actually sleepy inside his dreams itself. So inside his dreams, he went off to sleep. So the moment he went off to sleep, he started thinking that I have had enough food, I have had enough drinks, and I am sleeping under this tree. What if something happens with me? I mean, if there are, jungle animals or something like that. The moment he thought, there was a tiger in front of him. And he was so afraid by seeing the tiger that he started thinking, oh my God, there's a tiger in front of me. So I may die very soon. The tiger may eat me right away. So the moment he thought, the tiger came up to him and ate him. So what was actually happening in this dream? So when he just wake up from his dream, he woke up and he started thinking like, what is this? What was happening with me? He started realizing that the tree under which he was actually sleeping, It was a wishing tree. So whatever he wished, it happened with him. So he wished for food, there was food in front of him. He wished for drinks, there were drinks in front of him. He wished for uh, something negative like fear, and fear was in front of him. He started thinking that I'll be dying, and death came. Friends, this is actually the power of visualization. Visualization is absolutely different from dreaming. Remember, dream is not visualization. Visualizing is totally different from what we dream. Visualization is basically architecting, it is creating those graphical representations in your mind that you dream. So, visualization is not about just thinking about, I will achieve this or I will achieve those. Visualization is actually creating those images inside your mind and retaining those images inside your mind day after day. So, this mind of ours have two parts. One is the conscious and one is the subconscious mind. We all know this. So, the conscious mind is very intelligent. Why? Because the conscious mind has the ability to think between the good and the bad. So, the conscious mind can actually judge what is good and what is bad. So, if somebody wants you to hit someone, you will not hit at the right way, in the very moment. So you will hold on before hitting him. Correct? So what happens when you actually think of conscious and the subconscious mind? The first thing that you need to remember is conscious mind has the ability to think of its own, but subconscious mind does not have any ability to think. Subconscious mind does not have a mind of its own. So whatever information you feed to your subconscious mind, it reflects the actions accordingly. So if you feed something negative in your subconscious mind, it will reflect negative thoughts. If you feed something positive in your subconscious mind, it will reflect positive thoughts. So it is actually sowing a seed inside a soft mud. Whatever seed you sow in that mud, it will come up with a plant of that sort. So remember, anything related to your visualization, whatever you visualize will become a reality, because this nature, this universe is created accordingly. Whatever is your status today, you may be at the peak of your success, or you may be on the journey of your success, you may be fighting for your success. Wherever you are here just because you visualized for this in your subconscious mind. Maybe not consciously, but somewhere you started visualizing in a very subtle mind, and that is why your status is this. But from now on, if you visualize something better will happen to you. If you visualize something really worse will happen to you. It's up to you. It's your choice. How do you want to visualize the things? So I'll tell you the process, how to visualize. Remember, the mind has two parts, conscious and subconscious. Visualization starts from your subconscious mind, not from the conscious mind. Because conscious mind is fed with positive negatives of what we see, feel from our six senses. It is being fed in the conscious mind constantly, right? So consciously I am speaking these words to you, but in my subconscious mind, my other parts of the body is controlled. My heart is pumping, my kidney is working, my liver is working. Everything is being controlled by our subconscious mind without our knowledge. So subconscious mind is very magical. Whatever you feed in that magical box, it will come up as a magic accordingly. So I'll tell you a few process. How do we work out about our subconscious mind? The first is to visualize, create that picture in original in front of you. For example, if you visualize about buying a car, take a picture of that car from the internet or going to that car showroom and find out and get a print of that picture of that car. Attach the picture somewhere where you can see it every day. It may be the ceiling of your room, it may be the wall from which you see the moment you wake up every morning, anywhere in the room that you can see it every day. Place that picture there. Inside that picture, write in words with thick black or blue ink. What will you write there? You will write, "Thank you for giving me this car on," and a date. Maybe on 31st December 2021, 2021. So what is happening when you write this? Your subconscious mind gets a feed that you are doing an action with your hand, and that action is you are writing what? That I don't want that car, but I already have this car. You are actually thanking the universe that you have actually got that car. So what you are writing out there is basically, "Thank you for giving me this car on 31st December 2021." And you attach this picture at a place where you can see it every morning. Now this will create magic inside your mind. The moment you attach this picture on that wall, on your ceiling, every morning, the moment you wake up, you will see this and you will start feeling that you have already owned that car. And the moment you start feeling that, your subconscious mind will trigger hormones, will trigger thoughts to your body parts, and you take actions accordingly. There are many people who have dreams, but they say that dreams don't get fulfilled because the dreams are solid, but their actions are not. The dreams are absolutely great, but their actions are not. They have huge dreams about fulfilling something in life, but they take an action to fulfill those, but after a few days it dips down. We start feeling depressed, we start feeling frustrated. But visualization is something where there is no question of depression, no question of getting tired, no question of getting exhausted. You constantly strive yourself, you constantly take action to achieve those things that you have thought of visualizing, that you have thought of achieving, because you have fed your brain that you have already got that thing in your life. You've already got that car, you've already got that flat, you have already become a senior manager, you have already become um, a senior vice president, you have already started your own company as an entrepreneur, right? So whatever you have, information that you have fed inside your mind, it starts giving you results accordingly. Your actions, your body timing, your way of working, your way of thinking, everything changes, even your strategies. Everything changes according to your visualization. So visualization is nothing but placing your thoughts and creating images which are absolutely solid images that you have placed in your mind, and you grow it accordingly. So the first thing is you have to create that image, you have to write it down. "Thank you for giving me this on 31st December 2020 on, or whatever date you want to keep it in. Why the date? Because the moment you write a date, your brain gets a timer. Automatically a timer starts. Remember how you woke up during your school days when you had a school picnic, or when you have to travel for your office work early morning, you have to catch a flight or something like that. You woke up in the morning without maybe an alarm, or you have woken up twice, thrice, four times in the night. That because you have fed your brain that you have to wake up early morning tomorrow, and for that reason you wake up every 2 hours or every 3 hours, because the brain triggers that signal inside your body, and your sleep gets disturbed. You wake up every moment. The same way, if you can feed your brain about visualization, if you can feed your brain about achieving something in the future, automatically you start dreaming, you start thinking about how you will achieve those dreams, and your body and your actions will react accordingly. That's the first thing. The second is, whenever you have created that picture, remember, not for a single moment you can think that what if I don't achieve. So there is no question of what if, because the moment you utter these two words, what if, there is a emotion called fear that generates inside your brain. What if? There's an emotion of fear that generates in your brain, which spoils your visualization, which creates a break in your visualization. So whatever visualization you had about your future, it gets a pause. and you have to go back again and restart from the beginning. So you cannot have these two words inside you like what if. There is no question of what if. Whatever you have dreamt, you will achieve that in, and you have achieved that. That should be your objective. That you have already achieved that. You, if you are thinking of visualizing of becoming an entrepreneur, think that you have become an entrepreneur. You have started in your mind. Start believing that you have become a big shot in your business. Your business is running very good. There is no question of thinking about the future. Think about the present. Think that your business is running very good, your entrepreneurship skills are very good, you are doing awesome in your business, and accordingly you will do, your body actions will automatically synchronize with your thought process. Visualization is not about dreaming what you have never dreamed before. Visualization is about dreaming what you have been constantly dreaming throughout your life. So every one of us who are living in this world have some kind of a visualization which we think consciously or we think unconsciously. So there are certain visualization, there are certain images in our mind that we want to create in within ourselves, and we want to achieve those things in life. And for that, you need to have a constant turnover about your visualization. There has to be a constant stitching about creating that visualization. So visualization is creating an image in your mind about not achieving those things in the future, but creating an image that you have already achieved those. The moment you start thinking that you have already achieved those, your body, your actions, your thoughts, your talks, everything changes. So the first thing is you have to create that image, stick it on a wall and where you can see it every day. The second is you have to start taking actions on achieving those images. Now, when you take an action, unlike dreams, in your visualization, your actions will never get tired. You will have a constant energy flow to achieve those visualizations in the future. A constant energy will be flowing throughout your body to achieve those visualizations, to achieve those dreams. So, a constant energy will be flowing in your body. You will have hormones, you will have dopamines releasing in your body, which will create that happiness inside your mind, which will create that excitement in your mind to achieve those visualizations in the future. So that's the second part. So start taking action about, since you have already achieved those things in your life, how will you, what will you do to retain those? How will you achieve those things to retain those? How will you go ahead to retain those things in your life? Once you do that, automatically your body actions will start reacting and you will reach closer in achieving those visualizations. The third, talk to people that you have a visualization like this. The moment you make it more vocal, the moment you make it more loud to the world, there's something called reaction with the nature. It automatically gets synchronized with the universe, and the universe will give it to you one day. And this is a science. Talk to people that I am thinking of buying this car. I'm thinking of buying this flat. I'm thinking of starting up on of my own venture. Right? So the moment you make this vocal, the moment you start creating, this news across your contacts, automatically inside yourself you start boasting that you have a dream to achieve immediately. It's not just a dream in your sleep, but it's a dream when you are completely awake. It's a conscious dream and you are there to achieve those. So start making vocal commitments to the people around you that you are about to achieve those dreams. That's a third one. The fourth one, the fourth one is very, very scientific. Every morning when you wake up, the first thing that you need to do is creating a timeline throughout your day about achieving 5% of your visualization the entire day. So automatically every day when you create, so if you're awake maybe 10 hours a day, or maybe say 12 hours a day, or maybe 14 hours a day, create at least 8 to 10 hours and divide those 10 hours into slots about achieving those dreams. So, a small tidbits of your work by which will reach closer to your dreams, closer to your visualization. So, prioritizing your work and setting goals. So, setting goals will automatically come inside you. Your body will get retuned in setting up your goals in achieving those visualizations. So, you need to have a goal set for you and dividing the entire timeline of the day and reaching those dreams. So, these are the four main aspects about making a visualization. Now, in the last part of this YouTube live, is what should you visualize? There may be many people who may be asking questions. Of course, you can ask me questions here as well. Uh, so if you have some visualization which you think may not be achievable, like for example, someone may be visualizing that I will have a room on the moon, and I want to have a room on the moon maybe 1 year down the line. I think it's a bit tough right away, isn't it? So what should you visualize is again very, very, very important. Visualizing your visualization is the last part of this YouTube live today. So how and what should you visualize? So how should you visualize? I've told the first part, and what should you visualize, which I'm about to tell you now. So never visualize something which is not practical at all. Visualize those things which are absolutely practical. So for example, if your monthly earning is 20,000 rupees right now, and you're in your 1 year down the line, you want to buy a Mercedes Benz, it will not happen with you in 1 year's time. Be practical. Okay, so in 1 year's time you may start thinking of buying a Honda or a Hyundai. That is achievable as per the price tag of the car. Okay, so visualize in step by step, don't just jump into it. Step by step. Second, visualize logically. You need to have logical explanation about all your visualizations. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to start a business of your own in that field where you are an expert. Correct? So if you don't know something and you start doing your business in those things, sure shot in the first 6 months you will become, or maybe the first 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you will not be able to taste success in the business, because those are the years where you are actually learning about those fields. And maybe after 3 years you may restart that business, but in those 3 years, sustaining in those business in the first 3 years will become very challenging. So if you want to start a business of your own, if you want to become an entrepreneur, start with something where you are more specialized, where you have the expertise, where you know that that is your USP. You are doing it the best you do. So start creating a business or becoming an entrepreneur in those fields where you are confident, you are an expert, and you know that field on a global perspective, not just on a local perspective. So globally, what is happening in your industry? Globally, what are the products moving away? What are the service being given across? So you need to know everything from A to Z. You need to know everything before you start something of your own in business. And the fourth part of what you visualize is visualize something which is achievable, which is practical, which is available in this earth. Never ever visualize that you have become superhuman, right? It will not happen with you overnight. It may happen you 20 years, 30 years down the line, but it may not happen you right away, because there are certain aspects, there are certain signs that works for this. So visualization is not about just visualizing and achieving. It's not just a magic that will happen with you. Even magic has science inside it. And same for visualization. So if you are visualizing something, you need to have logic, science, and a bit of philosophy, spiritualism inside it. So visualization is this. Now the spiritual part of visualization, I've told you science and the logical part, I've told you the conscious and the subconscious mind, how this works. I've told you the way that you should visualize. Now the spiritualism in visualization. Now you have to first understand what is spirituality. Spirituality is not about religion. Spirituality is not about praying to God. Spirituality is about cleaning your body and your mind. That's it. Spiritualism is living close to nature. So nature has its own way of living, but we humans have recreated that natural way of living into artificial ways, right? So you need to have a little bit of spiritualism to achieve your dreams, to visualize and make your visualizations, happen in a faster way, and you achieve those dreams on an earlier stage. So spiritualism is all about creating an image in your mind in a very scientific way. Like, the most important part in spiritualism is creating your body, synchronizing your body and mind through meditation. That's the first part of spiritualization. You need to have a good synchronization between your body and your mind. So what your mind think, your body should react. What your body is reacting, your mind should be synchronizing with it. Otherwise, most of the time, 80% of our time, what we do does not match with what we think. So body goes one way, the mind goes the other. There are 90% of people in the world who work just to work. They don't work because of love. 90% of the population in this earth, they work not because they love to work. They work just to earn money. And this is a fact. This is the bad fact of this world. So, whatever actions we take, we don't synchronize with what we think. So, the mind goes the other way, the body goes the other way. We need to first synchronize this, and that synchronization will only happen through meditation. So, you need to practice meditation every day. Maybe in some other YouTube live, I will tell you the process of meditation and how you should get into meditation in a much more effective way. How can meditation be more effective to you? But meditation is an important part in visualization. Meditation plays 60% of your visualization effective. In your meditation, whatever you visualize, while you meditate, whatever you visualize, your body gets synchronized with it. The moment you come out of that meditation, you actually start involving your body, your actions, with whatever you have visualized in a meditation. So visualization is actually creating raw images inside your body, which is much more practical than dreams, which is much more logical than dreams, which is much more achievable than dreams. Dreams may not be achieved, but what you visualize is surely and definitely achievable, right? Do write to me. I think I have told most of the part of visualization. Do write to me out here on YouTube. Join me on my Facebook page as well, or join me, subscribe to me on this channel so that I can help you come out of many such areas, many such confusions about a lot of things which has been mistaken this world, which has been staying as something really mystery in this world. So we are actually trying to create the logical part of all the mysteries. So visualization is the first part of it. We'll come up with the other parts as well. Maybe a meditation. If you write to me, if you request to me, definitely I'll come up with more videos on meditation. We'll come up with more videos on spirituality. We'll come up on more videos on motivations, on human relationships, and all the things that are required for the right. That's all for today. And thank you for watching me. Thank you for staying with me out here. And this video will be there on my channel, so you can just go back and see this every time, the moment you want to see. So remember, 6 parts of visualization. First is creating an image. Take a solid image, a printout, stick it on your wall. The second is start working accordingly, start creating an image accordingly, and develop the body actions, and create that aura, create that actions in your body. The third is start making a visualization more loud, making it more vocal. Speak to people about what you are visualizing now, what you want to achieve in the future. The moment you speak, you create an oath among to the world that you are about to achieve this, right? The fourth part is never ever think about what if. Okay, so the moment you think what if, there are certain kinds of fear that will come up in your mind. The fifth part is visualize only the logical things, never visualize illogical things in the future, right? Whatever is achievable, visualize only those things. The fifth and the sixth part is never ever stop visualizing, because visualization is the advanced part of dreams. So, as I always say, never stop dreaming. From today, I will always say, never stop visualizing. Visualizing can create a new human being inside you. Visualizations can create a new future for you. And visualization can create a new sense of serene inside your mind and a new sense of ecstasy inside your body. Thank you for watching and stay safe in this situation. We all will win this war, and across the world, I pray and I pray to God that everybody come out of this, the pandemic situations that are happening around, and we all will win this war very soon. Just visualize about a better world without the COVID-19. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye bye.